Good afternoon, Minister and senior officials. Minister, today there are reports that an application has been launched in the Supreme Court of Victoria to block the release of IBAC's long-awaited investigation Operation Richmond. As you know, IBAC reports do involve police from time to time in terms of prosecutions. Can you first of all confirm for this committee that the Victorian Government is not the plaintiff or applicant in that application to block the release of that report?
Well, I would say to the Deputy Chair that IBAC matters are not matters for me. They are not in my purview as the responsible minister is the Attorney-General or the Special Minister of State, and you should direct your questions there.
But, Minister, your portfolio responsibilities are relevant to the release of that report. Can you advise the committee who is the applicant or the plaintiff in that proceeding, if not the Victorian Government?
I draw your attention to the administrative orders, and IBAC is not my purview or responsibility as the Minister for Police. It's an independent agency. It's a very good reason why Victoria Police and my portfolio responsibilities don't include independent oversight bodies. It would be foolish for me to have oversight of IBAC and also have...
I'm not asking whether you've got oversight, but Minister, you are responsible. You are responsible for the administration of the law.
Excuse me. Deputy Chair, you have a question. The Minister has just answered your question. And may I remind you, Mr Reardon, it's not an invitation. It's not an invitation to start acting silly. It's too early in the day still. Now, Deputy Chair, Deputy Chair, you can afford the Minister the opportunity to respond to your question, and you will have the opportunity to speak with the Attorney-General tomorrow if you've bothered to look at the agenda.
If I could just conclude, my answer.
Excuse me, Deputy Chair. I just said seconds ago that allow the Minister the opportunity to respond. You asked the question, you're asking the same question, allow him to respond to it. Thank you. Minister, to proceed.
Thanks, Chair. The Independent Broad-Based Anti-Corruption Commission is also a venue where people can make complaints about Victoria Police. So it is absolutely appropriate that I don't have oversight of IBAC because people make complaints to an independent oversight body, sometimes in relation to Victoria Police. So it's totally inappropriate for me to have oversight of that body as well.
Are you concerned, as the Minister in effect responsible for the administration of the law in this state, does it not concern you that a report that began nearly a decade ago is being blocked from release? Do you not have a concern that that report should be released? Do you support the release of the report? Do you support the release of the report?
I'm happy to answer any questions that relate to Victoria Police that you have.
Excuse me, Deputy Chair.
We'll move on. Minister, your government has a benchmark of 88.3% in police attending 000 calls. I refer to the performance statement. Given police shortages, how many Victorians did not have their 000 calls to police answered?
So you went to two matters. You went to police shortages and you went to 000. What I can assure the committee and all Victorians is that police in Victoria provide a 24/7 emergency response to all those who call 000. You can also call the police assistance line on 131 444 if it's not an emergency but you require police assistance, or you can use the online reporting arrangements that allow people to make reports to Victoria Police.
Do you have any data on how many people did not have their 000 calls to police answered? And if you don't have it now, can you undertake to provide it to this committee?
No, Victoria Police provided 24/7.
Do you not refuse to provide the data?
Emergency Management Victoria is not under my purview either. I make it clear to you that Victoria Police... Victoria Police provided 24/7 emergency response to all Victorians, and Victorians know that.
Call them and you'll get a call back in 24 hours. Is that what that means?
Never the case.
Minister, under the Mental Health Act, police must accompany the person to hospital and remain with them until they are seen by a medical professional. How many hours have been lost to police attending mental health-related calls rather than criminal matters?
Well, again, I see that you're going to the Mental Health Act with the responsibility of the Minister for Mental Health. In relation to Victoria Police matters, can I say that Victoria Police provides security and support to all Victorians around community safety, and we make sure that when people seek Victoria Police attendance for emergencies, they get a response from Victoria Police. We work very closely with Ambulance Victoria and our hard-working paramedics to make sure that those in dire need get the health responses that they need. Also, to support, as we've seen in the community, support for our hardworking AMBOs by making sure they have community safety support from Victoria Police,
Minister, how
where
many
people
times a day
need
on
that
average
support.
do police respond to a mental health call?
Victoria Police members respond to all calls for service, particularly 000 calls, and they respond to support Ambulance Victoria paramedics who work hard to keep them safe, treating vulnerable people in our community.
Minister, how much does this cost the taxpayer each time police are required to transport and wait with those individuals requiring assistance? How much has it cost this year overall?
You can't put a price on community safety. And Chief Commissioner would know, as I do, that Victoria Police members provide support and community safety to all Victorians when they need it most. The Royal Commission into mental health, a Royal Commission that has been supported in full by our government, and multi-billions of dollars have been provided by our government to support vulnerable people in our community, has made sure that, particularly around Recommendation 10, that we advance the interests of ensuring that people in dire need of medical treatment don't just get a justice response when people call for support and assistance, but that they get a coordinated response to keep our paramedics safe, to ensure they can provide the health responses that people in critical conditions need, but they can do so safely and
Thank you,
transport
Minister.
them
How
to
many
hospital.
police spent more than 6 hours of their shift supervising these individuals?
You're conflating the difference between Victoria Police members keeping paramedics safe, keeping health workers in emergency departments safe, and making sure that those who are in critical need of healthcare get that healthcare and are not at harm to themselves or at harm
do we
to the
have enough
community.
police out there keeping Victorians safe in the face of home invasions, carjackings and machete attacks? That's the issue. Will you address that, please?
Well, your question went to how we support mental health patients in the community, and we make sure we keep our health workers safe, those who need medical attention safe, and those who care for them safe. And that's the role Victoria Police play. They do it 24/7 and they do it extremely well.
Thank you, Deputy Chair. We're going